now Juan Manuel Garate losing touch, or almost losing touch here. You just got to keep it together. Keep staying on that wheel of Konstantin Svetsov is just ahead of him. He's beginning to suffer as well. Who's putting the hammer down at the front? Oh, look at it. It's all over the road now. Two men were still in the break for Rabobank. It was Lawrence Tendam still here, who's trying to plug on. Biel Kadri just behind him. Is it Gasparotto again? I think it is, who's probably put the hammer down. And he's got Greg van Avermaet behind him. Those are the two leading riders. Enrico Gasparotto of Astana and Greg van Avermaet of BMC. Wow, they've got some legs today, these guys.
Yes, Gasparotto is being impressive in the Redoute time. He was very strong, as we can see here, when the Schleck's going the attack. It's the moment, you know, to start going the attack now, because 21 kilometers, still that advantage of 24 seconds. They have really to break it up here, because too many riders in the group, and when you have that, you have a lot of teams, as we mentioned just a moment ago, sitting on. So Andy and Frank here with Gilbert, and if they can, you know, ride away from everybody else, well, you know, they're going to give them 5-10 seconds advantage. They work well together. They won't be seen again until the finish.
20 seconds at the moment. How much is Gilbert going to contribute to these two working? This is the question. Frank is the Schleck brother in the lead, then Gilbert, and then Andy Schleck behind. Andy Schleck, a former winner here in Liège-Bastogne-Liège, as Gilbert moves to the front, just neatly, not doing anything too untoward at the moment. They pass Manuel Garate. This surely must be the big three now, Sean. There's none of the other big favourites seem to be coming across to join them at all.
No, it doesn't look like anybody's going to bridge this gap, and we can see Gilbert taking it up there. He's, you know, not afraid of the two Schleck brothers, prepared to start work immediately, and we can see the way they're just riding by the remains of the group of breakaway riders. You know, they're not even, they'll just latch on the wheel for any moment at all, as we can see Sitsu here, Tendam, all just struggling big time, and you know, making no effort to actually take the wheel whatsoever.
Yeah, the Schlecks now trying to work over Gilbert, though. Look, I think if we look back, if we can get back up to them, Gilbert, to me, actually looks as though he's not quite as comfortable as he has been. But then we said that in midweek with Joaquim Rodriguez. They're still rolling through. Biel Kadri, can he just lash onto that wheel of Schleck? Frank Schleck, I think it is, or is it Andy? Oh, Alexander Vinokurov on his McLaren designed Specialized, needs a new wheel. Puncture for Alexander Vinokurov, exactly where he doesn't want it. Oh my word. Talk about bad timing. And the wheel coming from Maxim Iglinski.
It's all over for Vinokurov.
Must be. Gasparotto is caught, Pinot is caught, Van Avermaet is caught. Gasparotto, who is looking so incredibly impressive, is he losing ground? He's working hard to try and get back onto that wheel. Van Avermaet looks good, and Pinot has got back up to this, to the front two, which has now become, or been joined by the two Schlecks. Gasparotto pedals on, and possibly might have even heard something in his earpiece from the radio to say what's happened to his team leader, this man Alexander Vinokurov. Maybe there's a moment's hesitation in his own pedaling, thinking, well, what am I supposed to do now? There may be only a few seconds between myself and my team leader. Do I have to work for him? Do I have to drop back and pull him back? Who knows?